Space. Space.
Oh, the knives coming.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, man.
We got. Welcome to the We Out Here MMA podcast. Ooh, take your knives out.
I can tell that you big mad, cause I've been doing
I don't have a knife.
You like hibachi? Where the knives at? Take your knives out, cut them with your titties. Take your knives out. The Zola.
Hey, he drumming.
He drumming with a sharp.
We'll go with it.
What's up? Welcome to the We Out Here MMA podcast. We have your normal cast of Gilbert, Alex, and Nick. Almost forgot your name, but because I was so excited, we have someone better than Nick and Alex and Gilbert here.
The show.
Guys, we have the one and only Korean superstar of the Genius Brain podcast, of the YouTubes, of the Thrill List, of the food shit. Look at him titties, because they're about to be pecs in 6 months. Woo! Round of applause for David So, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, did you see it? I crushed it on my head.
I tried
Didn't
to,
even see
but
that.
I think I have a contusion now. Right?
I think I have a contusion now.
Hey, this guy's like a doctor or something. Are you a learned doctor, bro? Jesus Christ. Who uses words like that?
So we have to talk right away about how David's injured, but is training hardcore in Muay Thai with you guys.
Dude, I just cut myself with the knife accidentally.
Oh my God.
Bro, only David, bro. Literally
Hey.
only David would
Hey,
do
bro, me and David, look at, so David cut his, and did you guys see those right there? See the
Oh my
red
God,
circle?
that's the shape of the can on your fucking head.
Oh
Hey,
my-
Gilbert,
Hey,
you'll
did you
injure
see him
yourself
the-
somehow.
You see the...
Why is everyone injuring themselves right now? This
What's
is.
going on, guys?
But seriously though, David, are you? What's
Are
the
you
deal
okay,
with?
bro?
What's
He was-
the? Go ahead.
He was just talking about how people run up on people and kill people with these, and then he cuts his thumb. So like, might have to go to
Yeah.
hospital.
It's
Stitches.
okay. I got to get the knife sharpened anyway, so, it is what it is.
David, you've been training a bunch with Nick and Alex. What's the goals with Muay Thai? I think everyone wants to know.
I just want to beat somebody up if I can.
He's
That's
going to
all.
do a celebrity boxing match with none other than Barbell Brigade owner Bert Kwan. And he's coming after you, Bert. Hear that? You heard it first. Bert Kwan, we're coming for you.
No, I'll say it right here. I want to see David and Pat go at it a little bit. A little bit.
No, I'm gonna say it here. I want to see David and Gil go, bro.
Well, I'll go because remember that time he knocked me out almost
Yeah.
at the park. The slowest jab.
I've never seen somebody just flop so hard with a light touch to the head.
And it was
man
all slow
crumbled.
too, piece by piece. He's like,
Oh, shit. All right, guys, we're going to do a fight recap. Last weekend's fight, we got Holm and Aldana. Oh, I didn't know she was coming off a divorce. That's the biggest thing I got from that.
Ooh,
Look,
Holly
she's
Holm?
been divorced.
Holly Holm was divorced.
Hey, bro,
Somebody
she's been
married?
divorced.
I mean,
Trust
she's
me, I
married?
know, bro.
Exactly.
She was.
Hey, don't be talking about my girl like that, bro.
Hey, she was married when she was the champ, and then she met
Yeah.
Alex and divorced her husband, I think, at the
I
time.
know.
Damn.
Ooh.
My bad.
Alex, you saw that fight. Were you surprised that Holly still had it in her?
No, I'm not surprised. Honestly, like, I didn't think Aldana was gonna beat her just because Aldana's just kind of like a boxer to me, you know. And Holly Holm is so well rounded and everything. I mean, we've seen it. She's had some tough losses, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're to tough girls like Valentina and Amanda Nunes and stuff. So I didn't think she was gonna lose this fight. She's ranked number 3 on my wife's, but like she's still like good.
Who's 1 and 2 though?
1 now is Amanda
Reba, yeah.
and then 2
Shout out
is,
to Amanda Rebus, dude.
2 is Valentina Shevchenko, and then 3 is Holly Holm.
Who's number 4 and 5?
Number 4,
Jose
David
Aldo.
So, and then
How could you not put up Mackenzie Dern?
Mackenzie. So here's the thing with Mackenzie Dern, like
Because
she
that
has
fake
times
Portuguese
for me,
accent.
No, there's times for me where she's like really hot, and then there's times to me where she's like not really hot for some reason. I
How
don't know.
fucking dare you, dude?
Rachel Ostovich is pretty hot.
Hold on. You put Holly Holmes, the preacher's daughter, over Mackenzie Dern?
You know who I put over Mackenzie Dern?
Who?
Jermaine Randamie.
Dog, I will.
So-
Hey, podcast
I'm
over.
joking, I'm joking.
Podcast over.
Here's the thing: if you put
Shout out to her.
sister, put all the photos of those women there. They all have one thing in common: they all have 8 abs. It's insane. What is with you?
Hey, Mackenzie Dern's pretty good looking though too. But there's a Yeah. I could keep naming girls off the top of my head, you know what I'm saying? But we
Just
good,
keep
bro.
doing it. That'll be the rest of the show. Go ahead.
Also, Nick, dye your hair blonde. Also, go ahead. I'm sorry, Gilbert.
David, did you see the fight?
I did. Holly Holm put on a motherfucking clinic.
So-
I was actually shocked.
Yeah, you're Mr. Technique. I know you love studying fights. So what do you think the key was for her specifically in this fight with that girl? Because that girl was up in their eyes, Aldana.
I mean, Holly Holmes is always going to be a technician. She's not an easy fight for anybody. But I didn't expect her to keep moving like that for 5 fucking rounds straight. She wasn't the first round, she was all the way to the 5th. I was concerned that by the time she hit the 4th and 5th round, she might be a little tired, but she just kept circling out. There was not a single side kick miss. She managed distance insane. She came in, side kick, get the fuck out. Came in, side kick, circled out. And she never landed single shots. Always combos. And towards the end of it, she actually picked up where she was ending that combo with a low kick, which was great. Because I was a little concerned that she was going to catch on, plant her feet, and throw a cross right down the middle. But she didn't.
Yeah. Fucking clinic right
didn't.
there. Nick, Alex's other girlfriend, Jermaine Randamie, right? Jermaine
Nah, hey, I was
Randamie.
joking about that.
No, you like her. You said
Hey,
it.
nah.
No take
She
back,
cool.
no take back,
She
no take
cool.
back.
She cool.
Yeah,
You
put it
put
on blood, bro. Put it on
Dude,
blood.
can you put a Band-Aid on? Jesus. He's like just letting it drip.
Hey,
Man.
David just turns white as fuck throughout this whole entire thing.
Oh,
Hey, guys. This podcast is great. Let's just start.
he just passes out. Nick, were you surprised Pena lost
Oh, that
I was
to a
surprised she got
submission?
subbed. Yeah, I'm surprised she got subbed, and that was what? Jermaine Durandam. I don't even know how to say her name.
the Randamie.
Durandamie?
Yeah.
Durandamie?
I guess.
Durandamie?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that she got her first submission win off somebody like Juliana because she's got legit ground skills, and she's always been up there with all the top women fighters. I know she took some time off, and this is her first fight back in a while, I think. But
Yeah.
it just shows. It just shows that's the reason why she's ranked number 1. Jermaine is ranked number 1 in that division for a reason. So I think the only next fight for both of those ladies is to fight for the next number 1 contender. Holly Holm, Jermaine Randamie, run it back.
2. Yeah.
And then
Ooh.
Who y'all give it to, though?
Yeah, who'd you
I
give
don't
it to?
know.
You know, honestly, if Holly Holm fights how she fought today,
Really quick, Alex is getting so hard talking about this fight. Oh my god,
She's my wife.
that's a total.
my wife.
He's like, that's a total of 16 abs. Yes.
hey, no, Randamie, no. Oh shit, I'll be on her corner too if she asks me. No, I think if Holly Holm does what she did this fight, where she actually uses a lot of her wrestling, she looked strong. If she can use some of her wrestling against Jermaine, I think, because I thought she won the first fight between them two, you know, and then it was controversial because Jermaine was landing the shots after the bell. She did it 3 times and stuff, but I think Holm can win that fight. It's just for both of them, they ain't beating Nunes, so I feel like they kind of have to, you know.
Who has
I
a
think
better
wait.
shot at beating Nunes, though?
I think Jermaine does because I think she hits harder. I think the only way you beat Nunes is if you magically knock her out.
Did she hit her with a head kick in the first fight?
Yeah, she actually kind of a little bit wobbled Nunes.
And then
just
she got taken
slightly.
down, right?
Then she got taken down. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
David, do you think who do you have if it's Holly and Nunes? Do you think that rematch? Do you think it's the same story?
I don't know why people forget, like, Nunes' ground game is amazing. Like, you forget she has great hands, but her ground game is arguably better. So I don't think, like, Durandamie with those long-ass limbs of her is going to do anything to Nunes. Like, she has too many openings for her. She's going to take her down. She'll beat the shit out of her.
I agree. All right, we had Nick's favorite fight, Carlos Condit versus Court McGee. Nick loves it when old fighters fight. David, what did you think about this? It's like an old school UFC fight from like 10 years ago.
For real.
Do you
I
think
didn't even know Court McGee was still fighting.
I thought he retired. I didn't
I
retire.
did too. I was surprised when I saw both their names
You know
together.
what? Carlos Condit he's never been one of my, like, favorite fighters, but he's always such a weird striker. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I look at his
like-
fights, I just don't know what's going to happen, right? Because his rhythm is so off, and he fights very stiff.
And
You know
tall,
what I mean?
so tall.
Especially the way MMA has evolved, he hasn't really moved on with it too. So I think when he fights somebody, I'm always concerned about, number one, is somebody just gonna not give a shit about his awkward motions and his awkward movement and just fucking crack him. But who knows? It was a weird fight. I've never been that big of a Carlos Condit fan just because I didn't like his fighting style. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Surprised he won.
I was mostly surprised that he was on the card with Court McGee.
Why was that there?
Did you see his nose get broken?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
No, Court McGee.
Oh.
McGee.
His nose got jacked up, and then he put it back in place
By
in the
himself.
middle of the
Yeah.
fight. Isn't that crazy?
I still follow him on Instagram though.
Yo,
Hey,
shout
so,
out to that. See everyone. he
Also,
still
shout out
follows
to
him.
Carlos Condit's new jeans. He's coming out with jeans.
Really?
that-
Is he for real?
Dude, when I
So,
think of jeans, I want to buy it from that celebrity.
Exactly.
Carlos Condit.
His custom denim collaboration with some
Levi?
fashion brands. I don't know what it's called, but he has his own jeans. I saw.
I thought it was fucked up. They had Dan Hooker on there, just commentating on his fight when that whole Condit knocked the fucking shit out of him.
Oh, you mean Dan Hardy? Dan Hardy.
Yeah,
Hardy.
Dan
The Hardy.
Oh
Dan
yeah, that's
Hardy.
right.
Dude, fucking Dan Hardy, Carlos Condit. Shit.
Yeah, it was funny because even Dan Hardy's like, he's like, yeah, I mean, he has good striking. I know, and then everybody started laughing.
I
And
bet
then
he
when
wants to run that back.
when they were watching
Yes.
when they were watching like the thing, and he's like, oh, there I am, and then it's right when he gets fucking knocked out with that hook. I'm like, I was happy for Carlos because I've watched him for a while, and he was on a 5-fight losing streak, bro. So
That's nuts.
honestly, I'm surprised they even let him still fight because usually like 3 fights you're done. And I know he's like kind of like I feel like low key. I don't even know if you can say legend, right? Because like I mean, he was the interim champ. He wasn't ever like the actual.
He's a
champ.
company man. It's kind of like Donald. Like they'll let Donald lose 7 times and he's still in the UFC.
They should make him fight each other. They should.
Carlos?
Have they fought?
Nah, I don't
Carlos
think so.
and Donald?
Oh.
They should fight each other. That's a good fight.
I was gonna ask, who do you guys think? Who do you give a Carlos Condit? Is it like, hey, do you want to? Because I don't know if he wants to retire. He's not gonna fight for the belt. So who do you
give him the dirty bird. You give him the dirty bird. Tim Means.
It means
That's a good fight.
I like your Dan Hardy suggestion.
Dan Hardy's
I
good.
don't mind
Matt
that.
Brown is good, and so is
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz.
I
Those are
know
good
they were
fights.
talking about the Matt Brown because the Matt Brown fight they got scheduled to fight 2 times in the past and it fell out both times from injuries. So they were talking about. Someone asked Carlos Condit about that, like, oh, what about fighting Matt Brown? And he was like, dude, I'm always down to fight him. If he can make the fight. He even said, just bubble wrap him up until the fight. And he's like, and we'll fight. That'll be a cool fight.
Hey, low key, I think Matt Brown kind of
Matt Brown's still kind of more aggressive and
he
strong.
chews him up. I think
Yeah.
because he's been more active. When was Carlos Condit's last fight?
Dude, why are you hating on Carlos Condit so much?
No, bro.
Jesus
Like, I
Christ,
feel
Nick.
some weird shit. He lost to Michael Chiesa in December of 2018.
Wow, it's been that long.
Almost
Dan
2 years.
Hardy wants to come back though right now.
Yeah, exactly,
give him
bro.
Carlos.
I would,
Give him Carlos.
that's the fight to make,
Yeah, that'd be
and then
pretty
make
fucking-
Dan Hardy interview him afterwards while he's coming.
And then Herb Dean is going to be the ref. That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
Hey, Alex, I'm getting something in my ear. The We Out Here morning news at night. Guys, we got a soundboard, bro. You may have a nice iPhone, but we got a soundboard.
it's Alex.
It's a person. Guys, first piece of news. This is a big one. I want to talk a lot about this and get all your guys' individual thoughts. Dana White says Izzy versus Jones is the fight to make, and I think almost everyone thinks that should happen before a heavyweight fight, just so that doesn't get stopped in case he loses at heavyweight. Who wants to go first? Tell me your just general thoughts. Izzy versus Bones at what weight? Who do you think wins? Is this stupid? Like, come on, go ahead, Alex. You put your hand up.
So, like 3 days ago, Dana White's all talking about, oh yeah, Izzy Jones is the fight to make, la, la, la. And then literally, I just saw David and Nick today. Dana White had another interview saying how, oh no, I'm fucking this up, bro.
All right, David.
Gabby, cut this one out, Gabby. Thank you, Gabby.
Hey, let me fix it. Okay, going back on this. Because they were talking about Bones going up to heavyweight to get an immediate title match over Ngannou. But Dana White Dana White said no. But Izzy and Jones, I think it's a cool fight, and obviously I feel like they're kind of building like a DC kind of rivalry already right now. Like Izzy's already talking about his dead mom and all that.
Jesus, what is he?
Wait, he did?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Izzy.
What did he say?
Izzy said, Izzy asked John Jones, "Do you think your mom would be proud of you right now?" after all the
roasted
shit, bro. So,
hey, but would she though? I don't know, man.
he said multi-millionaire, multi-championships, kids that believe in God. He was like, I think she'd be pretty proud. So I'm like, hey, he got back, right, Dave? Right, D? Right,
yeah,
D?
He did.
No, but see here, I'm gonna throw it really quick to David. So John Jones' response to that: if you were Adesanya, what's the next tweet back to that?
There's nothing to respond. I mean, at that point, if he's going to bring up accolades, I mean, you could just bring up his whole track record. Number one, you hit a fucking pregnant lady.
Thank
and
you.
Then you ditched, you bum. Like, the fuck do I care? The problem with John Jones is that number one, he doesn't know what role to play. Are you somebody on the straight and narrow, or are you the fucking heel? Pick one or the other. Because right now, it's hard to really like him. You know what I mean? His skill set's there. You know what? Anthony Smith actually mentioned something really great about John Jones. Anthony Smith on an interview stated that if you look at John Jones and the way that he fights, when you bring up matchups, John Jones doesn't really excel at something very specifically. He's not the most amazing boxer. He's not the most amazing kickboxer. He doesn't have the most amazing wrestling. The thing that he does well is manage distance, and he has championship fights under his belt. So he scares the fucking shit out of people. Yeah. So at this point, he hasn't been challenged by somebody who has been excellent at something that he could be taken down from. So I think a lot of the stuff that Anthony Smith was saying was that it's easier said than done, obviously, but there is somebody out there that can beat him. It just hasn't been found yet.
And picking back off of what David said, when's the last time has John Jones fought a true specialist? He hasn't.
Yeah. Oh, they were asking. I was like, no.
Yeah, maybe DC, right? DC's. You would consider him maybe a true specialist.
He doesn't fight like a specialist, though.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Like Izzy is a specialist in striking. Like his striking is phenomenal, and you'd have to give Izzy the advantage in the striking department.
But to counterpoint that, wouldn't you say then John Jones, all he has to do is pressure, take him down?
Yeah, but who's taking down Izzy?
John Jones.
You're right.
Damn, Alex got you, motherfucker. You thought you were married?
Dude. God damn it.
Bro, John
got me
Jones,
again, this guy.
So, I honestly, the build-up right now, all this shit, I can see it being a big fight. It could be, because Izzy's blowing up. John Jones is already blowing up. It could be a Conor McGregor, Khabib. It could be a Jones-DC style of rivalry fight.
I mean, you're just giving my sister so many edits right now. What the fuck are you doing?
But I just think, bro, Jones wins that. He's way too big. His wrestling's good. He's the first person that's gonna have like the longer reach in an MMA fight on Izzy. He's taller than Izzy.
But he's not as dark. He's not as dark.
100%.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
If John Jones dyes his hair blonde, John Brunson is winning that fight, bro.
Oh shit.
Ooh. David, who do you got if that fight actually happens? And let's say the fight's at 205. So Izzy doesn't have to cut weight.
I mean, I think I give it – that's hard to say, man. You're putting me in a hard spot. But I would give it to Adesanya only because, number one, when you talk about, like, championship fighting, Adesanya has already been through it. People forget he's had a huge list of fights before even the UFC came along. He already has championship mentality, so I don't think that scares him. And then on top of that, too, did you see the boy's low kicks? And you see those tiny little calves that John Jones has? I wonder what's going to happen.
I think he ate them low kicks from Thiago.
This guy is such a John Jones.
Adesanya calf kick, though.
That's true.
Precision, bro. Precision.
Fucking backs him up.
Fucking Nick. So you're saying you have Izzy? Is that what you're saying?
So here's the thing. I think
here we go. He's gonna flip flop.
I'm not gonna flip flop. Okay. Odds wise, you have to give the advantage to John Jones. You have to, right?
Who's gonna win? Stop doing all this bullshit.
I'm just saying.
Why do you have to? Who? Someone out to get you if you don't, or like?
Yeah. Why?
If you're talking odds, you have to give John Jones the advantage. But I still feel that Izzy could be the guy that picks John Jones apart.
So who's your thing? You said I do feel like he can. So who are you picking? John Jones or Izzy?
I finished with my decision at the last. So I just said Israel can take him apart, and I'd pick Israel.
You said he. Oh, there you go. You said he could. You didn't say that he was going to.
This is how Nick sneaks around through his picks.
I know,
fucking hate
bro.
he does this shit.
Hey,
All
John
right.
Jones wins that fight, bro. That's my pick right there. If
Hey,
it
dye
happens,
your hair blonde for it then. Dye your beard blonde for it then.
I'll dye my beard blonde. If Izzy beats John Jones, I will dye my beard blonde.
Then you'll turn into fucking Alex Brunson. That's what we want.
Yes.
Alex Brunson.
All right, guys. We got Usman in the Burns fight postponed for December 12th, the last fight, main event. It's done, bro.
Yeah,
because
that was
Usman is a little injured, a little hurt, so he wants to do it quarter one. Take it probably in January or February. So basically, they're going to look for a replacement for the headlining card. I just want to
Chimaev fights Gilbert Burns for the number one contender.
So wait, really quick. So here's some options. I want to hear what you guys think, and you guys play matchmaker. We got Izzy Bones, obviously. We got Dustin Poirier and McGregor. Dustin and McGregor. We got Masvidal, Colby. We got Francis and Stipe. And there's whatever else you guys like. Chimaev, like throw out who you think should replace that and what's most possible. Nick, you go first, Nick.
Timeline wise, I don't think Izzy and John Jones happens this year.
Mm-mm.
I think Colby versus Jorge is the fight to make.
That's
and
tasty.
I don't think Dustin and McGregor fights until next year because I bet they're going to hold on to that until they can get a crowd, however big that is. I don't think that'll ever happen, but we'll see. But I think they'll try to hold out for it. Who knows?
David, what you like matchmaker? So
I just want to see Jorge back in a cage again.
So you're even okay with Diaz? Not, it doesn't have to be Colby.
Nah, bro, Colby.
No, I don't want to see Diaz fight Jorge. He beat the living fucking shit out of him, man. I don't need to see that shit again.
Yeah.
He was socking that boy up. Blip.
All right.
But, Colby, you know what, man? You know the funny thing is, like, I want to hate Colby Covington so bad, but the way he beat the shit out of fucking Woodley, I mean, of his fighting, I have to be a fan of it. But then I think Jorge is trouble for anybody.
He's got the style to beat him, dude. He's got the style to beat him.
Yeah.
What about
People sleep on him just because he's like a little more promotional now. But don't forget that motherfucker got a dog in him, dude. You saw how well. I mean, obviously he got his ass beat by Usman, but he had a terrible weight cut. It was last minute, and even then he had trouble taking him down.
Yeah, and Usman was scared of his stand-up. He was.
Yep.
He looked a little uneasy. And why do you think he just took him down and held him down the whole time?
Easiest way to victory.
Yeah.
Alex, what do you think could happen? I'm surprised no one's saying Stipe Francis. Just
Honestly, I think the Dustin McGregor fight. They just offered both of them that fight. Conor McGregor's been talking about he wants to fight. He's supposed to do some boxing match with Manny in December.
That was all bullshit.
Yeah, I know, but he was supposed to. Yeah, it's
man.
bullshit. He was supposed to do that. Dustin Poirier was supposed to fight Tony in December. So I feel like that's the fight that they actually might make headline that card. It's the last fight. I think it's the last pay-per-view of the year. So it's going to be the bigger one. Dana White says that he's not really predicting fans in 2021 either. He said people are saying that there might be, and he's saying they're super optimistic, and he hopes they are, but he doesn't see it. I think it's Dustin McGregor. The Francis and Stipe, I don't think happens until next year because I don't think there's literally been any word on that fight. I think Stipe is out for a little bit. Masvidal Colby could happen. But I think it's Poirier and Dustin because, like I said, that's
imagine they do a doubleheader.
Yeah, they could. I mean,
Poirier,
like I said,
Dustin fight himself.
Poirier versus Dustin.
Because Dustin was,
great.
like I said, Dustin was already supposed to fight on that card. He was already supposed to fight on that card. McGregor's been talking about he wants to fight. I feel like they do that fight.
All right, well, here,
I'm just
check
tired
this.
of McGregor's antics.
Yeah, so here, I'm actually curious about this. Put your promotional hat on, business hat. Do you think – okay, so like basically Dustin was offered 2 fights, McGregor or McGregor. One was a charity fight with McGregor Promotions where they just do it themselves or they do it with the UFC. What kind of – I don't know how to say this. Like, are they trying to do like a weird like leverage thing? Is it where like – because they're not going to get paid with UFC. So like how do you see this playing out? Anyone have thoughts on that?
I think that dude I think McGregor really does just want to fight, right? Like he talked about 2020 is going to be his fighting season and he wants to stay active, get 3 to 4 fights. And he's been on ice. And I feel like that's a big reason why he's been mad with the UFC or whatever their issue is because they don't want to book him a fight. And to be fair, I don't know. It's just the state of the division. It's kind of weird to put McGregor in there, because he was kind of away. He beat Donald Cerrone. Does that entitle him to get top contenders?
Yeah, like Diego Sanchez.
It only does because he has the name, right? So I feel like that dude just wants to fight, and he's like, dude, just give me a fight, and he's willing to kind of. I think it's a leverage play. You know what I mean?
Well, here David has the most money out of all of us. What do you think?
I mean, his explanation of why the Diego Sanchez fight made sense was so fucking stupid, dude.
Dude, it was dumb.
It was ridiculous. I'm like, dog.
Well, he saw the flying knee. He saw the flying knee and was like, yo, sign me up, bro.
What?
I don't know, but fucking it was the best because his hands were behind his back. That's some Joshua Fabian shit, yo.
Dog, his stomach was
School of Awareness
so much. His stomach was sticking out so much, I thought it was a cow's udder.
Yeah, bro.
But also, it's like, why did he look that bad at 155? Like,
That's crazy. He's 50.
His
That's
arms
why.
are so skinny too, like skinny ass arms, big ass belly. This was
that was 170, bro.
Was it 170?
It was 170.
I thought Jake Matthews was 150.
No, that was one. I'm pretty sure it was 170.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Hey, it could be 205. We don't know. Anyways,
He needs to fight at 155. What are we doing?
He needs to just not fight, actually.
Yeah, true.
he's just to quit. Who's gonna fight Chimaev? Nick loves talking about Chimaev.
Hey, Nick, that's our boy right there, bro. Pound it.
Everyone, name a fighter right now. Go.
Chimaev.
Chimaev fights Chimaev.
Oh, I thought you just said name
Just
a
like
fighter.
Dustin fights Poirier. That's great. That's a great fight card.
Shit. Hey,
Dustin fights Poirier.
I don't know if you guys just saw this. Tweets just came out a little bit ago, a couple hours ago. Alex Cowboy Oliveira called out Chimaev, saying, "You're calling out everybody. No one wants to call you out. I'm ready to fight at 170. Let's fight." I say they give him that because I think Cowboy is ranked in the top 15. That's the first. There's a ranked fighter for him. If he goes in there and smashes him, then nobody can say, "All right, this guy's not for real." Because Alex Cowboy Oliveira is good. So he goes in there. He's gonna smash him. He's gonna smash somebody else. He's double champ by the end of next year.
Hey, I think Neil Magny's a better fight.
I agree.
Because look, Cowboy, he's a great fighter, right? But it's like he's a little too low profile for like marketing purposes, right? You get a guy like Neil Magny. I think he top 10.
I think he's top 50. Let me check. But what I mean in my thing is, do you got like instead of just rushing him to the top, right? I'd rather him get another fight like in a top 15, like Alex Cowboy Oliveira, beat him, then get that top 10, and then if he beats the top 10, he's ranked in the top 10. They can easily, if something happens, they can easily give him a title shot if they really wanted to.
Well, at this point, they have to give him. He has 2 fights available. It's Alex Oliveira or whatever, and Neil Magny, because nobody else in the top 10 wants to fight him.
Yeah,
if you're in the top 10, why would you want to fight Chimaev?
Yeah, Oliveira's actually not ranked, so Neil Magny would be the better fight for him if he's trying to get ranked.
Yeah.
David White, what do you think?
Oliveira's not ranked? That kind of sucks. He's been on.
I know. I'm checking.
He's good. He's good.
And Robbie Lawler's 15. I'm like, how is Robbie Lawler 15 and Oliveira's not even ranked? I don't understand that.
What ranking is this? It's off the UFC?
Yeah, this ranking off the site. So you have here Neil Magny and Vicente Luque are tied for 10. Jeff Neal's 12. Nate Diaz is 13. Pettis is 14. Robbie Lawler's 15. So I feel like Oliveira should probably be in there. The fight that I don't want him to fight is Neil Magny. I can say that because I like Neil. Not Neil Magny. Jeff Neal, because Jeff Neal, I think
confused two black guys.
Wow, racist cam, dude.
Black guy.
Racist cam.
I should fight Barack Obama. Damn. David, who do you think he should fight? Like, who would you give him fast track or give him someone lower?
I want fast track just because he talks a lot of shit. So
there you go.
Let's see what you're about.
And not even that. I mean, it's weird, right? Because every time we see a hype train, I'm somebody who always jumps on the hype train, except for a couple of people. But
were you on the Rousey hype train?
Like who?
Rousey?
He was on the Sugar Sean O'Malley hype train.
Yeah, he was.
No, I was super hyped about Johnny Walker until I saw.
Yeah, me too. Hey, low key, me too though.
Yeah, I was on that hype train, and then I saw a couple holes in his game. I was like, he hasn't really been tested, especially after his last fight. Fucking trash. Yeah, come see me, Johnny Walker.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Akko's Arena. Let's go.
Warriors Rod, show the fuck up, bro.
But I want him to fight Neil Magny because, number one, I love Neil Magny. And if he goes through Neil Magny, then he's the real deal. Because Neil Magny is fucking championship quality.
He's legit.
Let's see what's up. I mean, the way he knocked out what's-his-face last time with a quickness.
Yeah.
Rashad, I actually never heard of him until that fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Rashad is not bad, but he's also not the greatest. But he's not bad. I mean,
but he's also at 185, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His weight class.
Yeah.
185, and he knocked him out in like 15 seconds.
That's crazy.
Here's a fight that, because I don't think I said a fight, right? So here's the fight that
You
I
said
want.
14 different things.
No, I said who I didn't want him to fight. Who I think
Christ.
who I would like him to fight is, I agree with David So. David So, before he lets you go, is Neil Magny.
Before I let you go. Play the song?
So it's either Neil Magny or fucking Michael Chiesa. One of those two.
I like Michael Chiesa.
Michael Chiesa.
Michael Chiesa.
Fight.
He's 8.
You know why? Because Chimaev is going to say something about his mom, and you know what a trigger that is.
Yeah.
He's like,
You talking about my mom? You talking about my mom?
Was that so crazy that they actually like swung at each other in the middle of the press conference?
About his mom. That's weird. All right, final piece of news. Cody Garbrandt out of title fight. He has a torn bicep. So I throw it to you guys. What is your worst injury? David is injured 24/7.
Let's see. Let's talk about your boy's injuries real quick. Number one, cut myself with a knife.
Top of the head. The knife.
What's your worst one?
My rotator cuff. That was pretty painful. I actually did it with Nick.
Oh my God, Nick, you suck as a trainer.
Yeah, it was just overtraining because I was a little too much. I didn't take any breaks when we first started, and then
this fool doesn't strengthen his body either. So I don't know.
I've never heard of this. I don't know what this is.
What is strengthen the body?
Tore my meniscus recently, and it's healing.
You want to tell them what happened?
We was balling on that court.
Let me tell you something. 3 championship rings came from this torn meniscus.
Let's go, baby! Let's go. David hit the game winner. Also. So let's just make that clear.
I know the exact moment that it tore too. I decided to try to do a layup with some Vibrams.
Ooh, he's like a young Jimmy Butler.
With Nick.
Also with a trainer. Yeah.
Also with Nick.
He didn't wear shoes when I asked him to play basketball, and he said,
Wait,
"Yeah."
Did you wear those dumbass mountain shoes?
David doesn't read text messages at all. So let's be clear here. I was like, "Hey, do you want to ball up tomorrow?"
I can't read.
Hey, you want to hear my injury? I tore my calf. Hey, ready? I tore my calf.
Fuck.
Also with Nick.
Oh, that's true.
There,
Hey,
Bro,
so
this
Nick,
guy doesn't stretch his calves, dog. It was in my class. It was his birthday. He threw some kicks. He tore his calf.
Also,
And then,
I fractured both my ankles
wait, both for real?
at the same time. Just kidding.
All right.
No,
Did
I
you
did it two separate times.
fracture or did they get broken by somebody?
No, I went up. The first one was I went up for a layup. Dude undercut me, and he literally tossed me in midair. And when I tried to land, I landed full weight straight on my ankle, smashed to pieces. And then the next time was I was actually playing ball with Bart and Joe and Casey, and then I landed on Casey's foot.
Oh my God.
That hurts on like this too when you go.
Yep, completely fractured, tore all the ligaments, and I was out for a long ass time. That's why I don't have motion in my right ankle.
Damn,
God, you're so broken. Jesus.
I broke my arm once on Monkey Bars about to do a chicken fight with some kid named Blake Keltz.
No, his name was Nick.
Blake Keltz.
His name was Nick Dunn.
That was my early training years, and I was like, to get better at fighting, you got to do chicken fights.
Nick, I feel like you have no injuries.
I've had 4 concussions.
Have you seen his ears? What do you mean, no injuries?
Oh, and that's it. All right, everyone wants to quit this show now.
Yeah.
What about Gilbert?
Dude, I literally just always keep fucking pulling my hamstring when I train with Nick because we don't stretch.
What are you talking about?
You never stretch. We never cool down. We just fucking work out.
And with that, hit up
that's on
Nick at
you.
nicktheear.com.
All right, guys, let's get to our quick picks for this weekend's fight night. We have a special guest, obviously, David. So it's going to be Team David So versus Team Lift God versus Team Nick the Ear. First fight, Marlon Moraes versus Corey Sandhagen, which I don't know why he's fighting him because he lost his last fight. David, who do you have for this fight, and really quickly, why?
Number one, I'm very, very biased in the sense that usually all my picks are going to be based on the style of fighter that I like. I like people with kicks, so I'm going to pick Moraes. Number one, Moraes, that switch kick of his is hard to deal with, but we're going to see if he's adjusted because we all know his gas tank is this big. Look at that blood stain.
I know.
It's this big.
But
But I love Marlon Moraes, man. I think, number one, his stand-up game is amazing. He actually knocked out your boy Aljamain Sterling there, Mr. Alex.
He did.
That's Alex's favorite.
Bro, that's a fluke.
Called a fluke, but the boy was seeing Z stars and duckies.
Yeah,
Bro, that was a bad knockout too.
that was a bad one too. He threw
It
himself
sucked how that happened. Yeah.
All right, Nick, who you got? Why?
I am also very biased. I really like Corey Sandhagen's fighting style. I think he can make some good waves. So I picked Corey Sandhagen, but he's probably going to get choked out by Aljamain Sterling in the first round.
There you go. Alex, who you got? Why?
All right, so I like Sandhagen and all that good stuff, right?
He picks Marlon.
What good stuff? Okay,
you know all that good stuff that's in there, right? But Marlon Moraes to me is like he's fucking top level. Like David said, bro, his switch kick is insane. Some people can't catch it. They can't see it. It like comes up at a weird angle and just flaps around and hits them, bro. Sandhagen's cool. He's just never really like, he's beaten some people, but never really like, to me, they were not the level of like a Marlon or a Sterling or something like that, right? And I think Marlon is he's on a different level. I think Marlon's going to win this fight. Sandhagen, I feel like, would have to rely on trying to submit Marlon. Marlon's a black belt. He submitted Rafael Assunção. I think Marlon's going to take this fight.
Boom. And I'm going to go with Marlon because I like acai bowls.
Ooh.
All right. Next one, we got Barbosa versus Americani. David, go ahead. I know you like kicks, so I wonder who it is.
Number one, you already know what I like. Barbosa, baby. Barbosa is still one of my favorite UFC fighters till this day. I love that motherfucker. He hasn't made a lot of adjustments that he needs to make.
Nope,
but
not at all.
I like Barbosa a lot, though, man. I've always wanted him to get a belt. I think his fucking leg kicks are fucking devastating. I mean, name one person in the UFC that kicks like Barbosa does, well, besides Gaethje, because that shit was nuts.
I know.
Barbosa, I don't know, man. I'm always going to go for Barbosa because he needs a win really bad.
And how do you feel about him at 145? You like that, or you still think he should be a 155er?
First, Barbosa's huge. I don't think people realize how large that man is. He shouldn't even be a 155er. He's gigantic. I think he's like close to my height. I think he's like 6 feet.
That's crazy that he's fighting at featherweight.
He's gigantic.
5'11". Mm-hmm.
All right, Alex, who you got? Why? You have 30 seconds.
I have Barbosa. I'm not a huge fan of Marwan Amirkhani. I think besides that, Barbosa, I thought he beat Dan Ige. They fought. I thought he won that fight. But Edson Barbosa, his kicks, he has good ground game. He's coming up from 155. Like David said, he's fucking huge. He's going to be strong. I think he wins this fight. I think he finishes Amir Khani, like second round with TKO.
Ooh.
Nick
Specifics.
Yeah.
I think Edson Barbosa, this is a very favorable matchup for him. I wish he fought what's his name, Sadiq Youssef, because I think that would have been an amazing fight. Like I'm just bummed out we got kind of robbed from that, but I will go with Edson. I think this is a very favorable matchup for him. I don't really see how Amir Khani is going to beat him, but you never know.
Cool.
But
and
I go Amir Khani.
Oh, really?
No, I'm going to Edson.
Jesus
How
Christ,
about
man.
this? Hey,
I'm flip-flopping.
I also like B-Paulin on my soluble, so I'm going Barbosa.
Oh, shit.
All right, we got Ben Rothwell versus Marcin Tybura. Dave, who you got?
never choose Ben Rothwell. I'm sorry.
Hey, why you don't like this? I'm coming.
Ever since he did that shit, I will never ever pick Ben Rothwell. The fact that he thought that was a good idea as a post-fight interview blows my mind. And also, too, my man loves nut kicks. So
He does.
yeah, this is his specialty move ever since he came back from retirement.
Piggyback off what David said, I want Ben Rothwell to win so we could have a really cool interview afterwards. That's what I'm hoping for.
There you go.
I think Marcin Tybura beats him. Marcin is actually really good, bro. He was beating the shit out of Derek Lewis, and he just got caught. I mean, he's had a lot of those fights where he's real good. I think Marcin beats Ben Rothwell.
Cool. I like a polo sausage, so I'm going Tybura.
Oh shit!
I base things on food. All right. Marcus Perez versus Driscus Duke. Better name, please. Nick, who do you got? I don't even know who that last guy is.
I'm gonna go with Marcus Perez because the other guy's name is really hard to pronounce.
Alex.
That's it.
Honestly, for this one, I'm gonna go with this other guy because he's like 14-2.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's like 14-2. He has
Who do you fight though?
A lot of finishes. I think this is his first fight in the UFC. Marcus Perez, to me, isn't. I mean, he hasn't really impressed me that much. And he does the stupid Joker shit when he does.
Oh, is that him?
And shit.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
Yeah. So I mean, I
changed my pick.
I don't see him winning his fight. Expect the guy they're bringing in is like some Russian fool or some shit like that.
Don't say that.
Or some. He's not Russian. He's from somewhere not USA. He's jacked. I think the other guy wins.
Okay. David, do you know any of these fighters?
I only know Marcus Perez because of the Joker face. So
Yeah.
I don't know anything else about him. And I think if he was creating some waves, I probably would have seen him fight at least once. But I just remember him from the Joker thing because it was like a meme or some shit like that. But
Yeah.
I don't really care who wins. It's a draw.
Yeah. Dude, call that fucking shit.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Driscus because he's from South Africa, and I love Charlize Theron. We got, do you guys know
Monster,
any?
she was hot.
Tom
Yeah.
and Monster. Tom Aspinall and Alan Baldot. Do you guys? I don't know this fight either.
Tom Aspinall,
Aspinall.
he's legit. He's pretty
Yeah.
good. He made his UFC debut. I think it was on the same fight as Darren Till, right?
Yeah, let me see. I'll show you.
Is that
I'll tell you
card?
right now.
All right, so who do you
Yeah,
got?
it
Nick?
I'm gonna go with Tom Aspinall. He trains with he's Darren Till's teammate, so I'm gonna go with him. And I love the British. I love the Scouse.
He also
I love
looks
that.
like Frank Mir.
He does
Oh.
with the mustache.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah, I remember now.
He got some
Yeah.
nice striking, bro. He got some nice striking, so I'm gonna go with him.
Alex, who you got? Say
I got
your name.
Aspinall. I mean, he has good. Like he said, he won his last fight, his first fight, UFC by TKO. He has good hands. Looks like Frank Mir. I mean, heavyweight.
What more do you want?
What more do you want, bro? I
He looks like Frank Mir.
I think he's gonna win, bro.
That guy?
Yeah.
Look at Frank Mir. Ooh,
Yeah.
he's got
Look at
he's
that
got,
middle picture right there. What is that?
He's got Gyno too.
Yeah, he does a little bit.
We should do a top 10 list of favorite fighters with Gyno. That'll be the next show.
David, pick a name. Because
I only know one fighter, so it's gonna
So
have
pick-
to be your boy. It's gonna have to be Gyno.
I know, man.
Gyno Aspinall.
Gyno Aspinal.
There is one fight on here that I do want to bring up that we don't have on our notes. Thomas Almeida's back.
He's not
Is he?
fighting. He's not
Yeah.
fighting on this card,
Yes,
dude.
he is.
No, I
He's
don't think
fighting Alejandro Perez, bro. He's not fighting on this card.
Oh,
It shows it right here.
Oh, it
That's
was
a good
announced that
fight.
it was forced. COVID-19.
Bro, when's the last time he fought? Was it when he fought, what's his name?
Oh, is
Cody
that fight
Garbrandt.
off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
really?
He tested positive.
Cool.
Oh,
Hey, let's
shit.
have a good dismount on the show and not be scatterbrained, huh? All right.
All right,
Bro,
Gabby, can
well,
you delete
all I
that
know
clip?
is
Thank you.
all I know is Youssef Zalal. He's fighting on this card. I called it a long time ago, and I'm like maybe 5 episodes back. This kid is fucking good, bro. He's fighting back to back to back to back. He's beating all these people.
He is.
He's from. I think he's with
Morocco.
like,
He's Moroccan.
but he's like with Kumaru and all them. He's like on that team. I think that kid's gonna do really, really good. Yeah, the Moroccan Devil. That guy's he's really, really good. But
Sounds
damn,
racial.
I did not know that fight got cut. That sucks.
Nah, he trains out of Factory X with like Brandon Royval and all those killers over there.
Nick, who you got? Who you got?
I got Youssef. Bro, I don't know what Factory X is doing, but they got some good fucking guys, man. Like all their guys are doing so well and they're smashing everybody. Except for Court McGee, because I guess he trains there too.
Yeah.
David, David, what name will you choose?
Youssef.
Youssef.
He loves Morocco.
There's one more fight. So
Motherfucker, what's wrong with this guy?
We have somebody. It's his first name starts with a G, last name G, versus first name D, last name S. Nick, who do you got?
I'll go DNS.
I got DNS by fucking first round knockout and a part.
Gilbert Galon versus David So. Boom.
At a part, bro.
I thought you were talking about Giga Sasaki. That's a
Kazaki. Yeah. That's on the Facebook prelims.
All right, guys, that's our podcast. Thanks to David So for joining us. It's also not a podcast. It's a YouTube show. Don't know why I said that.
Second time you said that. Cool.
We always like to end the show with the question for you guys to answer in the comments. But this question is brought to you by Alex. Alex, what's the question for the day?
The question is, if you were going to drink a diet soda, would you drink one with caffeine or without it?
There you go.
Or both all at the same time, bro.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching this really
I need more information.
All right, guys. We're done here. Let us dance.
Hey, check out Genius Brain Podcast too, bro.
Check out Genius Brain.
I'm gonna cut myself again.
Oh, we got
Put those knives away, dude. Put those knives away.
Yo, tell your fiance to come out here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake your titties, shake your titties. Grab the knives, grab your cokies. Look at Nick, he likes to injure his clients every single day.
Train with me if you want to get injured today.